Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So what we're going to do today is a little bit different. We're going to head out to the garage. We're going to flash up the cleanup sluice that we built, and we are going to run some dirt that we got out of the Red Deer River. I'm not going to tell you exactly where we got it. I'll take you with me if you want to come. Just shoot me a message down below. But I got about half of a green bin. I'll show you the green bin once we get out to the garage. And we're going to run that, see how much gold we can recover, and just kind of fine tune that little piece of equipment. Now, I'm still waiting on 2 of the 5 to contact me so they can get their t-shirt sent to them. The first one is Ryan Scheidemann. And the next one is Rayan Kish. All right, so if you guys, this is last call. It is March 27th today. So if you could get a hold of me before the 1st of April, I will go ahead and mail those out to you. If not, we will pick a couple other people and send them shirts instead. I do appreciate everybody's support. If you do find anything in this video useful, feel free to subscribe. Turn your notifications on, hit the like button, and if you think somebody else you know might like these videos, please feel free to share my videos. I'm more than happy to have people share my videos. Now, the cleanup sluice that we're going to be using today is the one that we built for under $30. So you can go back and check out my videos. I did put a video out on how to build a cleanup sluice for under 30 bucks. But other than that, let's go ahead and get out there and get her started. Alright guys, everything's pretty much set up. I'm just going to go over real quick a couple of things. So this is the $30 cleanup sluice that we built. I do have a couple of buckets here which I'll get in and show you the recirculating system that we've built. I did want to go over real quick. This is a pump that we got from Amazon. Thought it would be good. It's about 700 gallons per hour. It ran for about 25 minutes and then stopped working. So yeah, I'm not gonna rip it apart. It was a $26 piece of equipment. I got a few choice words I could call it, but we're not gonna do that because this is YouTube. Anyways, so what we've decided to do is we got rid of that altogether, and we're gonna go with a little bit of a more expensive pump that I got at my local hardware store. It was a little bit more money, but they said that if this breaks anytime within the first year that I own it, I can take it back and they'll just switch it out. Now it is a little bit of a faster pump, 1/4 horsepower, 15 gallons per hour, or 1500 gallons per hour. So what I decided to do was put a valve in the system so that I can control the water flow. Again, I'll show you that when we go through the entire setup. I have clean water. I'm going to put a little bit of jet dry into it to break the surface tension of the water, and what it does is it cleans the stuff up a little bit, but it also allows for the stuff to move in the water a little bit easier, so the stuff will be able to fall out better. I do have, we did go to the river out here and get some pay dirt. We ran about half of it so far, and we ended up with near 0.09, 0.1 of a gram. So I'm kind of hoping we get the same out of this second batch, but nobody really knows because I took dirt out of different parts of the river. So it's been soaking. I find that wet material going through this setup works a lot easier. If it's dry, sometimes it'll float. And you don't really want that. You want it to get into the water and stuff. So this is my first time using this with this setup, but yeah, I'm gonna grab the camera, show you the setup real quick. I will plug it in, so it may be a little bit noisy. Yeah, so let's do that now. All right guys, forgive the shaky camera work, but I did turn the pump on. You can see. So what we did, because I want the dirt to settle out a little bit, is we did a 2-stage system. So I have the initial stuff going up into this top one here. And then we've cut a slit in it so that the water can come down, and hopefully mostly clean water, and then go into the main tub where the pump is. Now what we have set up here is just a general hose, and then here's the valve I was talking about right here, so I can control, just by turning that, the flow of the water. Turn it full bore, turn it down, all from right here. Now I'm going to put another hose up here with a sprayer on it, with one of these, and that way I'll be able, when I do the cleaner, I'll just be able to go shh. And then we're just hooked to a 25-foot hose, and that's it. It's just a standard setup. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run some dirt now. All right, guys, if you've done this before and I'm doing something wrong, please leave a note in the comments. I'm always open for discussion on that. So I think I have it pretty much running the way I want. I see a couple of little gold flecks up here. I don't really see any gold flecks down there. So they're not making it to the bottom, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna stop shooting right now, run the rest of this pay dirt, and then when I get close to the end, I'll start recording again. All right, guys, so I just ran the rest of what was in here. So that's empty now. I did clean this out once, and I'm gonna have to clean it out again. I'm not sure how much gold we got. There's quite a bit of sparkly stuff in there, and the stuff from the Red Deer River is very flower gold style. So it's small and tiny, and really I'm not gonna know what I have until I pan it out at the end. But what this does, this was 3/4 full. Took us about 3.5 hours to put it through the machine. I got 1/10 of a gram out of the first half. We'll see what I get out of this half. I'll do a quick close-up of this so you can see what it looks like when we're done, and then I will pan it out, and we may shoot a little bit of the panning, and then we'll go ahead and dry her out, weigh her out, and finish off the video. Very, very, very hard to see. So we'll go ahead, I put the first bunch in here. That's what we got out of the first clean out. So I'll clean that out, and then I'll take his back inside. We'll pan up the concentrates. All right, well that was interesting. It's a little bit, took me quite a while to actually get that thing tuned up the way I wanted to get it. You know, they say watch for the dancing sands and the riffles and stuff like that, but once the water gets muddy by, she's hard to see. So we went and we did as good as we could. Like I said before, if you do have some experience with those, please feel free to drop some comments and let me know, you know, different ways I could tweak that whole setup and maybe improve on it a little bit. All right, so we have her all refined down. We got her in a 5-gallon pail, so let's go ahead and pour her into. All right, I needed to get a little assistance for this. All right, that's the material. She's pretty fine stuff. So I'm gonna use some fresh water and a little jet dry, and we're gonna pan her out. So anyways, that's panned it 4 times. Got a bit of gold out of there. Let's go ahead and show you what I got in the bottle. There you go, folks. Red Deer River Gold. We're gonna dry her up, weigh her up, and see what we got. All right, let's turn it on and zero it out. Change the light because that's washing out like crazy. All right, let's see what we got.
Something blue.
0.04 of a gram. 0.04 of a gram. Well, let's go ahead and check the computer and see if there's much value in that. Okay, so dried up. This second half, excuse me, ended up weighing 0.04 of a gram. Now, that might not sound like a whole lot. In fact, it doesn't sound like a whole lot because the value on that's $2.81 if we go to goldpricey.com. However, the first half was a little bit more, should I say, fruitful. We got 0.1 of a gram out of the first half of the stuff, which was worth $7.02. So in total, we got 0.14 of a gram at $9.83 value Canadian. So the reason why I say that's not as bad as it sounds is because that was from approximately 5 gallons of dirt. It took maybe 10 minutes of digging with a shovel to get that much dirt. It wasn't directly at the water line because there was ice at the water line. And most of the gold you're gonna get in the Red Deer River where I go is gonna be flood gold. Okay, so the area I picked up, I'm actually quite happy with what I did. Usually when I take my high bank route, we'll probably end up putting about 50 to 100 times that amount of dirt through the high banker, and then we'll bring it home and put it through the sluice, clean it up. And so anywhere from 50 to 100 times that amount of gold if the ground is as rich as what we were digging up. So that would work out to about $450 to $980 over a weekend. So I'd be quite ecstatic with that, actually. So I think I really just kind of lucked out on my first 5 gallons of dirt. But if not, if I go back to that spot and end up getting that kind of gold, this could end up being a professionally edited channel. Just kidding. But anyway, so I'm real happy. It took me a little while, like I said, to get the cleanup sluice running. I probably lost a little bit of gold that way. I did keep my spoils. So I might run that again, or just grab a random pan and see if there's any gold in that. The big thing is the gold that you're going to get out of the Red Deer River is so tiny. It is powder, flour gold. Like, there's no flakes that I could see. There's no little mini nuggets. There's no, you know, thick pieces. It's all legitimately smaller than a grain of sand. So it takes a little bit of skill, and as you could probably tell in the video, there was a ton of black sand in there. Just black sand everywhere. So it's a difficult pan. So I'm really curious to see what kind of gold we're going to get after running a couple days of the high banker. We will do some videos on that. I've ordered a few more pay dirts because guess what? It snowed yesterday, the day before, and it's looking like it's going to snow a couple more times this week. So I may not get that high banker out like I thought I was going to. So we'll see if I get those pay dirts in time. That'll probably be next week's videos. Unless we get some crazy nice weather, 10, 15 degrees Celsius, we can get out there and go ahead and throw the high banker out there a little bit. I know there's guys that have already had their high bankers out. I'm old and I don't like the cold, so I'm not going to be doing that. But so yeah, that's where it was. I'm pretty satisfied. That was a $30 high banker. I wish $30 cleanup sluice. If you want to know how to get one for that, go ahead and check out my videos. I did a whole video on it. If you watched that and there's some pointers you might have for me, please, I'm always looking to learn. Leave something in the comments there and we'll have a little bit of a dialogue. I do appreciate you watching. So if you find anything useful or entertaining, please feel free To subscribe, hit the like button, turn on your notifications, and it doesn't cost anything, and that's how you show your support, and we really appreciate it. There's going to be a couple things up here in the screen. One of them is going to be for a suggested video that YouTube thinks you might want to see, and the other one's going to be to subscribe to my channel. If you've already done that, don't worry about it. If you haven't, please feel free to click on that. And that's going to be all for this video, so if I don't see you around, I'll see you square.